Hi everyone, this is Nathan Funk, Technical Product Manager here at LMI Technologies. In this video, I want to introduce you to the GoKater Development Kit. It allows you to implement your own custom algorithms to run on a GoKater sensor. I'll walk you through compiling the example tools and making a little change to a tool and show that in the emulator. The package itself, the GDK package, is delivered as a zip file from our website, so you can just download that through the regular release downloads and you'll get this little zip file. I've extracted it already. Inside there you will see a number of subfolders, and one of them is a link to a guide here, and this guide just gives you a quick introduction to installing prerequisite tools, and then also shows you how to start building a first application using an example that's contained inside the zip package. So that's what I'm going to show you here. You just have to go into the GoKater directory and then double click on this gdk.solution. I've got it loaded here already, and I'm looking at a example tool inside the GDK sample apps, and it's called the test surface tool, so that's what I'm going to be focusing on. There's a number of different build targets that you can work with. Win32 is for building for the emulator, so assuming that you're already familiar with the emulator, that allows you to run code on your PC as a simulation of the sensor. And that's what you would most typically use for the initial debugging of a tool. So you would compile it first for Win32, and then when you're ready to deploy it to a sensor, you would compile the sensor target and generate a firmware package that you can then upload to the sensor. So I'm just going to show you how to start here with the emulator and building for Win32. So I'll first clean my solution here and build it. So it's going through the whole GDK package, compiling all the code. And now that it's done, I have a new folder here in the bin output, and it's generated a GDK app.dll, which will get loaded in the emulator. So when I start up the emulator and I load an example scenario here in surface mode, we should see the new tool that's been added through this sample project. So in the drop down here, sure enough, I've got my surface tool, test surface tool. I can add this one in and perform the custom measurements that I've coded into that tool. So just to show you an example of making a change using the build environment, I can just go in here and I'm just going to change the name of the tool. I'll just change it from test surface tool to my surface tool. Just recompile again. There we go. And now my GDK app is updated. Start Go emulator again. Go back into my scenario. So typically you would have your own custom data that you've acquired from a sensor in here, and you're just trying it out with your custom tool. And yeah, sure enough, my surface tool has been renamed now, so it says my surface tool rather than test surface tool, so that compile successfully changed it. Now when I want to build for a sensor, all I need to do is select sensor as my target, build again. And what's happening here is that it's actually building for the sensor's architecture and creating a firmware package that I can then load onto the sensor. So I just need to look here under package, under PKG, and either one of these three, depending on the series that you're looking for, will then get loaded onto the sensor. So if it's a snapshot sensor, you would choose this GoKater 3000 series firmware and just upload that as usual, just like a normal firmware upgrade, and you're good to go. So that just gives you a quick overview of how to get started with the GTK. It's really straightforward with the included solution. There's a lot of example code in here that you can work through. We plan to include a number of different samples for the release, so you can easily look through those and get started on your own custom code. Thanks for watching.